I'm in line for the Lynchburg Ferry, and I've been here probably 40 minutes waiting. This is the fifth barge that we've had to wait for. But you see the big panel truck in front of the police officer? I don't know why, but it just came speeding past. And I'm going to put this in the side view mirror so you can see how many cars are lined up behind me. Can I? Is that it? Let me do this. Where is it? There it is. See how many cars are lined up behind? I started way back there. So this panel truck comes speeding past with his hazards on. And I thought, maybe he's a delivery truck. Maybe he's going to pull into the Monument Inn and deliver food. Because a lot of people are bypassing the line to turn into the Monument Inn. But he didn't. He went to the head of the line to get on the ferry and just parked. And I thought, well, there's absolutely no markings on this truck. No business name, nothing. So I thought, maybe he's delivering medical supplies or body parts. Why did he bypass the line? And next thing I know, the police officer pulled out behind him. There's somebody ground guiding the truck. I don't know if the truck is getting on the ferry or being pulled out of the line. I don't know. Oh boy. Oh boy. As my dad used to say, oh boy. So I've actually moved up. Lynchburg Ferry carries a maximum of 12 vehicles. Oh, he has his left turn signal on. Or no, that's just the flashing light. Is he turning or is he backing? Yeah, they're backing him into the parking lot with the police officer. Don't you just love watching ships go by? Isn't it cool? Can we read what it says? I can't tell what it says. I'll have to pause this later and look. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Do you see any people walking around? It's been a good day. It's noon. I should have been home an hour ago, but I'm trying to get home so I can take a shower and take a nap before my brother's birthday dinner tonight. But I had a long work day yesterday. Here's the ferry now. Had a long work day yesterday training in San Antonio. Drove home. I always stop. No, it's another barge. I always stop at Buc-ee's coming home from San Antonio. Get coffee, go to the bathroom, get gas. Because it can be a 4-hour drive. And so I usually cut it in half. But I was so tired. I just want to get home. So I drove straight through. And once I hit Katy, it wasn't just 5 o'clock traffic. There was an accident. And it took me right at 5 hours, 20 minutes to get home. So 5 hours straight in a car. I was beat. I went to bed. Got up at 5 a.m. because today was the rodeo parade in Pasadena, Texas, and the Chamber of Commerce asked the Crown Hill Cemetery Association to be in the parade. So we decorated at 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning. We decorated a float. If you're not from Texas, that's an old either grain dryer or rice dryer, I don't know. And if I go further left, I don't know if you can see the Battleship Texas. People think it's been gone forever, but it's still here. But it's about to leave, unfortunately. And let's see if you can see the monument. I'm trying to go slow to not give anybody whiplash, but there's the monument. I think I can't see behind me. So we were in the parade. We were all decorated and ready to go. And we sat there for an hour and a half waiting for our turn to pull out into the parade. And it was a whopping 1 mile long. But get this, it's straight up noon. It's only 85 degrees. Thank you, Lord. So we sat on hay bales and waved, and I had my bullhorn, and I yelled over and over, "Historic Crown Hill Cemetery, Pasadena's first cemetery." And I turned to our president and I said, "Am I bothering? Should I not do this?" He's like, "No, keep on, keep on." So I probably said it 100 times. Passed by the PetSmart or Petco, whatever, and all the workers were outside, and they were all holding dogs. Maybe they were having adoption day. I don't know. So we drive by, and I'm like, "Hello, Petco. The Historic Crown Hill Cemetery is a pet-friendly cemetery. Come on out to Historic Crown Hill Cemetery. Bring your dogs." Roll past Chick-fil-A. "Hello, Chick-fil-A. Did you know you can get your Chick-fil-A to go and have a picnic at the Historic Crown Hill Cemetery?" Man, I love my bullhorn. I have a big mouth whether I have a bullhorn or not. Is this cart going into... Almost looked like he was going into the ditch. So these people passing had better be turning into the restaurant. My arms are starting to sting. I know I got sunburn. But it was a really good turnout at the parade. Hundreds. And a couple times somebody ran up alongside us. "My great-grandparents are buried in the cemetery." We're like, "Yeah." Here's barge number 6. I'm like, "Yay! Come back and visit us again. Come back." So it's a pretty day today. My brand new boss called me while I was on the float, waving left and right. My boss called me, "Sarah, email me page 2 of the Texas Chains for the Houston. Send me page 2. I'm like, I will. The moment I get back to my truck, I will. "Thank you, bye." I like my new boss. He is a hard worker. He works nonstop. Every time we went out to eat the last 3 days, he would be on the phone forever. Then we would just talk. Then he'd be on the phone and he'd hang up just to answer another call. I got down to the conference room early yesterday. We weren't supposed to be there till 8:40. I walked in at 8:10. He was already sitting there at a table on the phone working. Maybe I'll get on the next one. I can't tell how many vehicles are in front of me because I think maybe they left an opening for the restaurant there. See that star? That's the Monument Inn. I don't know if they left an opening for people to come and go from the restaurant. So I don't know how many vehicles are ahead of us. Well, they've done something over here. I wonder what this is over here. I don't remember those steps and a railing and all that brick. Looks like there's a sign right here that says what it is. So when I get it, well, what's going on? I wonder what that is. When I pull up closer, I'll be able to see. So it was a nice little parade. Any other event, we'd think, "Oh man, that was a waste of time." But I feel really good about... Oh my gosh, I was so tired. I feel really good about us being in this parade. I think we really did get some good exposure. So I hope we get some more inquiries, and I hope people come by. And man, it'd be awesome if we had 4 or 5 people say, "Hey, I've got a lawnmower, I'll help." Oh my God, that'd be amazing. It's so stressful depending on 2 people, 1, 2, maybe 3 people to mow all the grass. So stressful. What is going on over here? This little thing here. It's really stressful. There's that panel truck. I wonder what his demise was. I haven't mowed in like 2 months, maybe. And I like mowing. I don't mind mowing. I love being able to contribute by mowing. But it's hard. It's not hard. It's just it is time consuming to hook up a trailer and load a lawnmower and strap it down and have fuel and have what you need and then drive from Mont Bellevue on 146, on I-10, on the Beltway, on the toll bridge, on 225, go all the way to Pasadena. It's not like if I lived there, if I lived just 3, 4, 5 miles away, it's different to have to take a trailer with a lawnmower strapped to it on a freeway. And I don't mind doing it. I love volunteering. I do. Is this 7? Is this number 7? I think this is number 7. I love volunteering, but man, if we had 2 or 3 more people with lawnmowers that would consistently contribute, that would be amazing. That would be so awesome. But what a beautiful day it is. It was not scorching. It was not even humid. It was wonderful. So, when I get home, I'm going to have very little time to rest before I need to get ready for my brother's birthday dinner. But tomorrow's the day that I'm going to grocery shop, and then I need to mow. And I'm hoping tomorrow's the day that I see something in the trees in my backyard. Like, I'm looking at these trees and I don't quite see it. But these are not the type of trees that you would see it right away. But I was telling my friend, every year there's a day near the end of summer. It's always this one day when you're mowing and you happen to look and you see it. You see that yellow or orange or gold leaf in the tree, and you're like, it's happening. It's happening. We're on the cusp of fall. So I'm hoping tomorrow's the day that while I'm mowing, I see that leaf that has turned color. I'm hoping. Because I'm ready for that weather. I have survived the heat, the summer this year very well. I've handled it very well. But I'm ready for fall. I'm ready to turn the AC off. I'm ready to have the back door open all day long for a certain long-nosed doggy to come and go freely as she wishes. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for coffee pot going nonstop. I'm ready for crock pot stew and crock pot soup and pans of cornbread and farmers markets, and I'm ready. See, that panel truck had no markings on it, so I don't know. I'm about ready for that ferry to come back. This is taking too long. Ugh, God, I'm so tired. I am very hungry. I am very hungry. Oh, here it is. I had a donut this morning, and then like 2 hours later, my stomach was growling so hard. Oh, I can't even tell what that sign says. My stomach was growling so hard. I ate another donut, and the other donut I had was filled with apple. It was like apple pie filling. It was pretty good. But That was hours ago. I'm so hungry. I should be home in bed by now. It was 10:30 when I was in my truck leaving the parade, and it's 10 after noon now. I'm just trying to get home, and I couldn't even turn around and get out of here and go back home the long way. I'm like, the time spent doubling back and going the long way might be the same amount of time waiting for the ferry. So I'm going to count the cars coming off, and I'll be able to see if one dodges into the Monument Inn. So right here, I'll be able to count, see how many vehicles was on that ferry. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue Jeep with a trailer. That may be counted as 6. 7 silver, 8 orange, 9 truck. Oh, good grief. 9 vehicles. Dang it. Dang it. Alright. I'm not going to hang up just yet, because when I pull forward, I want to video what is going on the left over here. Looks like they've developed this area. It looks like there's a pavilion. I wonder what this is. Okay. Let's put my truck in gear. Let's see. Pulling forward. Walk it back. Peep the shoe. What is that little thing? Is it a public restroom? There's a park? A playground? What is this? Is that Santa Ana? This isn't the capture site. There, look at that. I can't read it. Something bark. I can't read it. I'm trying. Alright, I'm not going to make this ferry, but very sure I will make the next one. Here is the famous Monument Inn. Pretty good restaurant. Pretty good staple restaurant. I think this is burned to the ground twice. This is definitely not the original one. There was an original one. Well, looky here. Something to do. The Houston Ship Channel. 1926. Houston founders, the Allen brothers, strategically placed their new city at the junction of the Buffalo and White Oak Bayou, hoping to capitalize on future shipping traffic moving down Buffalo Bayou towards the sea. Their vision was true. The Houston Ship Channel officially opened on September 7, 1914, 10 years after the historic Crown Hill Cemetery opened. By 2006, the channel and the accompanying port of Houston ranked first in the world in foreign tonnage and sixth overall in size. Wow, that's cool. And then let me get up closer without hitting this little car. The runaway scrape. Camped in Gonzales, General Sam Houston ordered a retreat following the fall of the Alamo in March of 1836. Houston's retreat, along with the flight of the new Texas government from Washington on the Brazos, sparked panic, now called the runaway scrape. People fled, taking only what they could carry. The runaway scrape ended after Sam Houston's army brilliant defeat of the Mexican army on April 21st, 1836 at the Battle of San Jacinto. We learned about that in school. Going to school in Texas, you learn about that. And the next little vignette is about the Lynchburg Ferry, and I can't see it from here. Oh, maybe I can. April 1836, just days before the Battle of San Jacinto, thousands of Texians fleeing Santa Anna's army rushed to the southwest side of Lynch's Ferry to cross the San Jacinto River. Texian Dr. Pleasant W. Rose recorded in his diary that the family camped among 5,000 people and waited 3 days to cross. Kind of how I'm feeling now. Nathaniel Lynch began his ferry service in 1822. Harris County has operated the Lynchburg Ferry since 1888 with free service since 1890. I just heard an explosion. I hope it was just a car backfiring, because today's the 9/11 20th anniversary of that horrific thing. My mouth is so dry. Well, this is a nice little development they've done here. Something to look at, think about while you're waiting to get on the ferry. So I've done, oh God, it's so redneck. I have sat here and spoke 20 minutes. So sorry. Very sorry. I don't mean to be so wordy. Have I mentioned how thirsty, hungry, sleepy, and tired I am? I'm waiting for this stupid ferry. I hope I get on the next one. I cannot tell how many vehicles are ahead of me to know if I'll get on it or not. But anywho, y'all have a wonderful day. And my dear cousin, please don't be mad at me for not doing this in landscape. I don't know what I was thinking. Bye.